Hello and welcome back to episode 22 of our Folktales Cliffside playthrough. Timberborn, obviously. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Glad to have you guys. Without further ado, let's get started. We'll unpause it first of all. Last time, we were working on expanding our industrial sector and deleting our old industrial sector. So now we have a lot of extra room here. We've been building up our bots. And we also need to get this tree farm expanded pretty soon, actually. And that'll be good. That will definitely be good to have done. Can't get all the required materials. We are in a major plank shortage right now. We also, last episode, started carving out this this mountain where we're going to eventually have our cave and have our beavers living. Let's see. I don't know if I want to have any more lumber yards at the moment. We have so many of them going right now. Really quite a ridiculous amount. But it's also good because we're going to need the planks for a lot of our projects. But it's eating through our trees at quite frankly, at a startling rate. 100%. It's kind of scary, to be honest. Let's set this one at a high priority so that when the time comes, we can start building our pillars a little bit faster. To expand this tree farm. We're definitely going to need it. Trying to decide. I think we can relocate these to expand further out this way under here. A little bit. I don't think we need these underground storages, so I am going to empty them. Well, this one's already empty, so I'll just delete that straight up. This one's really close to being empty. So what I don't get, we're out of planks, but there's a lot of planks just sitting on the ground. So I'm going to prioritize this rubble. Clean up this rubble and get the things stored. I think that's going to be useful. Because unfortunately, it's a builder's job to pick up rubble, not a hauler. So we're running into issues where there's building jobs to be done, so the builders aren't doing it because all building jobs have a higher priority than picking up rubble. So to force them to do it, you have to set the rubble at a higher priority, or else they're just going to focus on the building jobs. Even if the materials they're waiting for are in the rubble. If they can do anything else building-wise, they will ignore the rubble. Did I ever zoom in on a beaver bot? Because this is what they look like. Apparently they have a hat if they're working on the farmhouse, just like the other beavers. Yeah, you see the bots zooming around and doing what needs to be done. This one's a hauler, so they're moving all of those logs into this other log storage over here. We might want to consider more log storage here at some point. That very well might happen on the next level. Because I think having some log storage would be good. Let's see, we do have some unemployed beaver bots. Let's get bots working in more of these buildings. Like that wood workshop can be a bot. Sure, that can be a bot too. Alright, is this empty yet? Why isn't that empty yet? I'm gonna prioritize that one. I want that one empty. It's because I clicked this one to empty first. So, and this one wasn't prioritized by haulers. Even though there's hardly anything in it, they won't do it until they focused on this one first. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. I'm wondering if it makes sense to also start building vertically here for more tree farm. We're definitely going to need more trees growing soon. Maybe we still want this section flooded, but maybe we start building another tree farm type area over here. We're going to need more wood. Our wood is going to keep going down with these bots consuming it all. Just making sure we're not running low on paper or biofuel or anything like that. And so far, so good. Is this empty yet? No, it's not. I mean, temporarily, we could still regrow. We could still plant trees here. That could certainly work. Right now, the only reason we're keeping these windmills in the system is because that is what's powering our carousel, is this line of power and windmills. And I'm not quite ready to get rid of that. We are going to expand this one more in order to build one more gravity battery here as well. So let's keep working on that. All right. Just kind of multitasking here a little bit, which is honestly just fine. We're still building more beaver bots, and they should keep going. And we should end up with less and less injured beavers, as we don't need these anymore either, actually. Less and less injured beavers as we replace the beavers with bots. Now, honestly, as a stopgap measure, I do think even temporarily I should have more areas being utilized for trees. So I'm not utilizing this area for growing cattails. So we can go ahead and put some terrain there. And then put a forester over here to utilize this area for logs. Because I just think we're going to need more logs sooner than when we're our wow, I can't even talk right now. Sooner than our second level of our tree farm is going to be ready. Let's see. We can even put some under here. That would be good. All of that would be good. Yeah, I know there's nothing in range yet. But you're going to have to deal with it. All right, can this forester reach all the way over there? It can reach up to here. It looks like up to here and there. Even there. Now we just got to mark these for cutting. And that air on the lumberjack flag is going to go away. Is there There could be there isn't right now, but there could be a path under here for another forester. It won't reach beyond this ladder. So we actually need to turn this ladder is what it's telling me. And then that forester can reach over there. I know we're just replanting some of these that we unmarked for planting. But with the bots coming online, we really need every tree we can get. All right, I think that looks good. Make sure these are all marked for cutting, because I definitely could forget that. It's been known to happen. All right. That looks pretty good, I think. I do think we were planning on planting more spatterdock over here. We got rid of some cattails to do that. And that's because we're using spatterdock for grilled spatterdock, obviously, but we're also using it for biofuel in our refineries. So it is important to get both of those. Okay. So we're starting to get some of this done by expanding over here. And that's definitely, of course, going to be very helpful. How are we still doing under? We're doing excellent under. That's not a concern. Not a problem at all. I just don't think that this, since the irrigation ends here, I don't think that this irrigation pond here is going to reach very far down here. But maybe some of this will? Not sure. Might need another irrigation pond eventually, depending on where we're going to keep building that tree farm. Okay, how is our underground tunnel system working? Oh, it is done. Very cool. What's not cool is we actually need a terrain block here. And that's because we started to blow this area up. And I don't want our underground beaver civilization to be visible from the outside, because I feel like that defeats the whole purpose a little bit. I don't know if they can't build through the dirt. Oh, they're able to do it kitty corner there. Or maybe it was below. I'm not sure. But they built it regardless. It worked. Why isn't that replanted? Because it's nighttime. If we have a beaver bot doing it, they'll do it at night too. I'm okay with unemployed beavers. I really want to keep the beaver bots to having jobs, because they were built to serve us. So if they're not working, that's just a problem. Let's go up a level. Anything else that's not being used there? That could be beaver bots. Don't have enough beaver bots to replace all of these quite yet, but soon enough. We're getting close to that 100,000 more signs than we need. We have one beaver toiling away in this inventor hut because we're so close to 100,000. I figure just getting a nice even number. Yeah, this can be a beaver bot. Wait, those are unmarked for planting. Oh, that's because we needed more pine trees. That area was going to be replaced with pines. We just have to unmark the pines for cutting. That's right, I remember now. Logs are still going down. That's kind of to be expected. None of these are really marked for... Okay, a few of them are marked for cutting, and they can reach over there. So we can plant oaks here. And actually have them utilized. So that's good. We're finally catching up on planks. At this point, we might want to pause some of these lumber mills because they are just going to eat away at our logs faster, and we're caught up on planks. So we don't need a bazillion of these going right now. I want to slow down our log consumption a little bit. Did gears catch up? Yes. We also rebounded on gears, so that's wonderful. Books. We could use some more books, to be honest. There's one printing press. I think we can actually delete this and make another printing press for books, because we are running out of books. We're not getting a whole lot more books at the very least. That will be manned by beavers. I mean, by bots. When the time comes. These can be bots. Sure, the bots can work in the bakeries too. We almost have 100 bots. So that's pretty cool. Something like that. No more of them that we had marked for pillars have been done building quite yet. We really should figure out a use for this space too. We'll brainstorm. At this rate, it's probably just going to be what every other space is that we have available. Trees. This is a small map. It's the second smallest map in the game. We got to remember that fact. That there's a reason we're finding issues, having a little bit of issues planting enough trees. It's because this is a small map. And we're going to utilize vertical farming to the full extent that we can in order to take advantage of the space. Okay, we can build some on this last segment. because it's not going to interfere with the zip line until we get it quite a bit lower. This one, we're going to have a little bit of an issue too. We might need to just leave a hole for it to go through at the moment. I think that's going to be probably how that's handled. Oh, and look, we have space for more oaks now. Yay. Can this reach over there? No, it can't. So some of those won't be planted yet. We're going to need another forester over here to help plant these. All of these, because there's a lot of space up here. We just need another forester. Slowly working on expanding all of that. We don't have a way to reach that to build it. Okay. For the time being, it might be helpful to have a ladder. So let's try that. I do like how every one of these dirt tiles that are built is already irrigated and right away just ready for an oak to be planted. That is nice. Is this not a... That needs to be a bot. I also need at least one of these lumberjacks, if not two, to be bots so that there's somebody that will work through the night. It's looking good, to be honest. I'm not minding it at all. Like the progress that we're making. Okay. That's all looking good. We are very quickly coming on like to the end of our log. So we're gonna pause more of these lumber mills. We're down to less than 1,000. We always knew this would become an issue. 100%. We knew it was coming. We just didn't quite prepare well enough, perhaps. All of those are bots, okay. These can be bots. That already is bots. Oh boy. If we can always go without punch cards, but the boost is nice. But that does increase a lot of our log demand. Just something to keep in mind that we might need to go without that, possibly. There's a potential for that, at least. Pretty soon here, we might actually need to start... We don't have any scaffolding going above this, and that would make it a lot easier. So... I'm going to start rectifying that, actually. That would make the building of this a lot simpler. Yeah, I might even, yeah, so we can go out 2 from here. So right there, I could put another platform going this way. Is that too long? Yep. And then all we need is a stairs here. They can access that. I said stairs, I definitely meant ladder in that case. Need a path there. So since we're going to use this scaffolding now, we're going to wait to, we honestly should have waited until that one was done growing, because we can't grow or build below the dirt tiles. So we're not going to expand our tiles until just wait. Okay, so it is right next to, it's this one. We're going to demolish that one. We're not going to fan out from these pillars until we have all of the pillars there, because we can't build through soil, terrain blocks, however you want, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to blow this up so that we can harvest that tree. You know, it might have made more sense to just delete that tree and be done with it. Yeah, it probably would have. No one ever accused me of making sense, though. Okay, so same issue here, though. Right? Yeah. So we do need another dynamite right there. We have another pillar there. And honestly, if these pillars, we probably want them to go high so that we know where they're going to continue to be for the next future level, without having to try to visualize anything. Estimated time to depletion 20 days. Okay. That's kind of the timer we're on, I guess. So be it. We have a lot of unemployed bots, so we're going to have to address that. Where can those bots work? Bot can work there. That builder's hut could become all bots. So can this one. Just like that, we found jobs for most of them. I can even put a few more into the mine. There we go. Okay, still just waiting on a few of these trees to grow up big and strong so we can cut them down. Just a few. What's going on here? Oh, it was just a teeth grindstone. So maybe we should put some more of these lumberjack flags as bots here soon, because the bots can't break their teeth either. Definitely a bonus. Now, why isn't that planted with any trees? That just seems silly. It should. It really should. For the time being, I think I'm going to put another 2 large water tanks. Because if I do want to expand below here, I still could. But I want more water stored up. We're at capacity for water, and I would just like to have at least 10K. That way, if we need to stop pumping for whatever reason, like this is going down too quickly with a long drought, we could. And not feel nervous about stopping pumping. Should I Build above that tree. No, I didn't. Barely not. Okay, that's good. Okay. Everything looks fine there. Let's take a peek at this again. All right. And just to be visually consistent, we'll make... Oh! We'll make this terrain as high as we can. And we'll just match those platforms. It looks like two triples and a single, and then a gravity battery. I think they should be able to build all of that from here. Maybe not. We'll see. Actually, I don't think they will. But if we do that and then put another ladder right here, that's not a ladder, then they for sure will be able to build all of it. Because it's really this one I was worried about without this platform. Oh, I guess they could have just done that. I don't know if they would have been able to do it all, though. Maybe, maybe not. Regardless, it didn't cost us that many materials. Any more of these pillar trees harvested yet? Not yet. That's kind of frustrating. Gotta be getting close. 94, 98. Oh, 57? 92, 99. I can't believe that one's 57. I think that's the last one that we marked as a spot. So it must have just been harvested, replanted before we marked it. Deleted. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Cleared the planting area of it. All right, so let's replace some more of these lumberjacks that were having broken teeth. We can replace more of them with bots. Okay, the estimated time to depletion is increasing. That's because we're using up less for planks, and because we are growing more trees, I think. Although we haven't actually got any of those trees harvested yet. So maybe not that. There looks like there is some perfectly... Okay, so this is done up here. So we can, I really think, delete this scaffolding. The only reason we might want that is if we need to extend our power tower, but it's producing so much power. Like, I haven't seen these go down hardly at all. I'm not worried at the moment. And we can utilize this area for more trees. Every tree counts. All right, we have some of these terrain blocks to build now. Was it just the one? Nope, two. And that is it. They're close. Many of them are close. This is just going to be the one we're going to have to wait the longest on. Technically, I don't even think we need that one since this is so close. So if we wanted to ignore that, well, like, we can just get it later. No problem. All right. Things are looking pretty good. I don't know why I didn't delete that last piece of scaffolding. Let's pick up all of those planks and such, because if we have more planks, we're making less logs into planks. Wow, does it actually say we're going up now? That would be pretty awesome. Pine resin is still going down though, so we're gonna have to address that potentially. Although these haven't come online yet, so I want to see what happens once all of these pine trees do come online. That might be enough. All right, more pillars are ready to be built. That one. That one. Not that one, apparently. Okay, we do need something to help build that, though. So we're going to need... delete that stair. Delete that path. Is that going to get close enough? It is. Too long. Too short? Stairway. Actually, even just a platform would be sufficient there. Building lacks materials. We don't have enough potatoes? Oh, wait. Of course we don't have enough potatoes. We have 2 grills grilling potatoes. We don't need you. We're grilling up here. We don't have the potatoes to supply 2 grills. That's the thing. So do you know what that space could be, guys? Yeah, anybody have any guesses? If you said more trees, congratulations. You're correct. 123 bots. We're getting up there. I think this setup should get us over 200 before the first bot starts to break down. Or close. Okay, this one has, well, maybe not, it won't get that high. That one has 18% durability left. I forget how many days they actually last, but it's how much durability our first timber bot has. If we decide we need more bots, we can make more bots. It's just going to require more trees. One thing we are going to want is, I don't think we need this explosive storage for one over here. I think we're going to want some medium tanks, if not large tanks, spread out throughout our colony with biofuel. Medium would probably be good enough for now. It would also help to have some with... oh, can't build there with the zip line. Okay. It'd help to have something with catalyst as well. And punch cards even. So that the bots don't have to go as far to refuel and get their bonuses. just having some of those spread throughout the colony is going to be helpful. So why not a small warehouse right there? And one of the reasons I picked this spot is it's close to the zip line, so that will be helpful for bots to get to. So we'll make this punch cards as well. And then this could be the catalyst. So that's some good stuff going on there. We can actually just switch this over to, say, biofuel. Switch this to punch cards. And then all we need is another medium tank for biofuel. So this is, no, that's biofuel already. So this should be cattle, not extra catalyst. So they just need to find a home for the extract first and the explosives, which might take a minute, but I'm not too worried about the time it's going to take. Any of these still? Okay, that one is ready. Perfect. You're going to put another one there to mark that that's where we're going to want to go higher. I think we're just waiting on... Oh, this tree's done. I really think we're just waiting on this one now. As we said, we can carry on without... Whoa! Stuff just dried out. That's why this one's so slow, is because it dries out with this reservoir. When this reservoir gets a certain level. Let's go ahead and stop the pumping. We very well might want to look at expanding this reservoir. It's not quite cutting it for us. I think it's pretty much as high as we want to go. Well, can we go higher? How hard would it be to go higher? Like, we can build there. Build all of those. So maybe it wouldn't be too difficult to go higher. Yeah, let's there's only one spot we couldn't build. Let's definitely go higher. It would be really cool, actually, if we can go 2 higher. We're just going to have to redo a little bit of the scaffolding to make that happen. But we definitely need to go higher. Can we go 3 higher? Let's try it. Okay, so that spot's going to be an issue. Oh, shoot. I don't think we can go 4 higher, though. That would be tough with the scaffolding we have in place right now. So let's just try that. And we'll just have to make this bridge 1 shorter, so a 3 bridge. And then when it comes time, we're going to have to delete this and extend the ladder system higher to place these 3. All in all, that's not that bad. Truly, it's not. I still want these to be where it's going to spill out at the moment until this is... I don't want it to spill out here. So until that's built up, we got to keep these floodgates. You guys did not strand yourself. You totally did. You're idiots. Absolute buffoons. Come on. Hey, bot is out of fuel. Where did we run out of fuel? Where are you? We're building. So we need this to have biofuel. ASAP. Instead of catalyst, let's make this biofuel. Obtain, prioritized by haulers. Well, it's a good thing I started talking about spreading out that biofuel, though, huh? Turned out to be very much so necessary. So we want this one to then to be catalyst. Okay. Another set of builders can be beavers. Perhaps this lumberjack can... I said beavers. I meant bots. I think you guys knew I meant bots. I hope. What are we doing on Spatter Dock? Still doing okay on Spatter Dock. Doing okay on fuel as well. Have our punch cards started going down at all? Nope. Catalyst still doing okay. Catalyst isn't doing great. It is going down. Which tells me we might need another refinery. It's under science. And we can have that making catalyst. Have it manned by bots right away. Stretch and locks materials. Expanding this higher has depleted our log supply, of course. That should have been totally to be expected. So why didn't I expect it? Don't think too hard on an answer for that question. Please. Yeah, just happened, I guess. This that's where our industrial sector used to be. Uh-huh. What's that? That's where some oaks are gonna be for now? Interesting. Oh, can't build it right there because of the zip lines. Well, that's interesting. We'll put it here so we're not using up any of that green space. That should be plenty of lumberjacks. Perfect. We just need to mark that all for cutting. It looks like there can be even another dirt tile right there. What do you know? Oh, and what's that? Some of this other area then became available to us? Score. At this point, guys, every little tree matters. It does. So we're going to take advantage of that. Because we talked about last episode that we would run into some log issues with bots. And we've all that's happened is we've reached that point. That's not the end of the world. Okay, we do need to expand our scaffolding system a little bit. Looks like we just need this path to be a set of stairs. Oh, now our plank supply is crashing again because our log supply has crashed. It's going to be a bit of a problem. Uh-huh. It's a problem we can solve. It's just going to need time for these trees to grow up. We have been working on planting more trees, so they just take 30 days to get online. I'm wondering if maybe we should have planted some. Do we even need that power anymore? No. If we should have planted some faster growing trees to get some logs sooner, possibly. Maybe like pine. I think just having the oaks in the long run is going to be the play. Let's check. This can not quite give us. Can it not give us access down here? I can't tell. Let's see if it lets us plant a tree there or not. It does. Excellent. It looks like it goes all the way over here too. We're gonna plant all of these that we can. Some of this pathing is just not necessary anymore. Oh, really? What were you? Small pile of logs? Not needed. Excellent. Squeezed out just a little bit more space for trees. The drought's almost over, so that's going to help with this project. We're at 100K. We're getting 9 logs back from deleting this inventor hut. I already picked it up. Good. Okay, so our gravity batteries did get a little low there, but they're charging now. And everything's being used right now. So that's another part about switching to bots. You don't have the period during the night where no work is being done, so power still gets drawn 24/7. Which means means there's less chance to charge the gravity batteries. They have to be charging when the wind is blowing. The windmills have to provide enough power when it's blowing decent to power everything and charge the batteries enough to compensate for when they're not blowing. Okay, this one is done over here. I see. Wow, we have a lot of bots again that need jobs. That's solved. We are slowly but surely replacing we now have more bots than beavers. Soon our beavers won't have to work at all. And that's kind of what we're going for, to be honest. I think that we don't need that to be an overhang anymore. Let's scroll down. Yeah, we don't need that channel there for anything. Delete this and replace that area with soil. Then we can plant more trees there. Seems like the obvious choice to me. We don't need this area to be platforms either. That can also be soil. We just can't make this so narrow that it doesn't have enough ability to flow. And I don't think what we did there is going to cause that, so I think we're okay. These don't need to be storing that. Drought ended. Excellent. We were waiting for that to happen. Okay, I think we have all of the pillars built here that we need. Yes, yes we do. So, now let's go down a few layers just to get below the scaffolding. And we kind of got to build around. That's not the level we want to be at. We got to build around the pillars. If we put all of it in one direction like this, they wouldn't be able to build it all because some of the dirt that's necessary to support other stuff would be waiting on that other stuff that needs its support to be built with the arrows. So we gotta kind of pay attention. Have everything faced towards the pillar that's going to support it. Or else it can get a little messy. Like, I think this would be okay. Yeah, that should be just fine. But we can't have, say, this one face that direction because it needs... Well, actually, I think we could because it's connecting there. You'll have to trust me that sometimes it's an issue. Sometimes if you're wondering why your... Like, say we had this one. No, that one's not a good example. Because it is 3 from this pillar. Maybe I built these close enough that's not as much of an issue. We'll find out. If you're trying to absolutely min-max every single space that you can, then you run into issues where you have some blocks that are going to support stuff waiting on the wrong block to be built, which causes it to just stagnate. I think a lot of that is resolved if you at least just make a like a little X on the pillar. That's not where that's supposed to. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently I accidentally bumped my hotkey for stopping recording, but you didn't miss much. Just me filling in dirt here. Yeah, that's pretty much all I think that happened in between there. So you're all caught up. And I realize now that we're approaching that hour mark. So I didn't want to just leave you randomly where I bumped that hotkey. I wanted to come back, show you that we did finish this out. This can't be built because of the zip lines. And I do think I'm going to get the episode ended here shortly. Thank you all for joining me. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment. Let me know what you guys think of these videos. I always love hearing from you. And with that, I will see you next time.